And we're back again in another week of Epic Heroes streams. So as I said before, the stream is going to be every 2 weeks accordingly. So welcome back again to another week of events. And for this fantastic week we have the Vault of Creation, Satori Date, Stellar Treasure, and the usual of what's available in the game. So for this one, we'll actually get a chance to explain the alien mine again to everyone who still doesn't understand it fully, because why not, and because it's active currently. Hey! Alright, so as usual, what you would do as soon as you get into the game is finish the dailies. The only difference is it's already pre-finished for us, so we're not gonna spend time doing that again because it's a killer scenario. Give me a second, let me check on the stream. 1 second. Okay, looking good, looking active, stream-wise, no problems. Anyway, from the things we're going to be working on a little is going to be the monthly quest. And let's just leave this stream for anyone later who would like to come and have a look at what is actually available in the game or what you can do. So for this one, the Hero Awakened, or the Hero Awakening, pretty much, we are stuck on 3 specific ones that we need to do. Awaken Heroes to Mythic, and Awaken Heroes to Legendary, and 1 Epic. Alright, let's first get that Epic. Okay, that should do it for the Epic, and then we're gonna take him again into the Legendary. Alright, let's see. So that completes 1, remaining another awakening until we are finally there in that quest scenario. Okay, let's select 2 excellent heroes and then let's awaken to legendary. Okay, fantastic. So now we have one last thing, which is awaken heroes to mythic 1 time. We're gonna go into the recycle station and then hero regress. Then we're gonna select our second hero we use specifically for this one, which is Houston. We're gonna regress her, and by regressing we'll get all the copies again, but apparently she's in the lineup. Let's check again of what is up. Buggy. Alright, then we're gonna just select the same copies again.
Seems that your understanding of speed, I run ahead of time.
And that's Epic, and then Epic Plus.
Seems that your
And then
understanding
after
of
the Epic
speed
Plus,
is
we'll go directly
run
into the
ahead of
Legendary.
time. It seems that your understanding of speed
Right,
is a
after
few
the Legendary, we're
worse
going
than
to go
mine.
into the Legendary
I run
Plus.
ahead of time.
And then we just carry on the same cycle until we reach
Your
Immortal.
understanding of speed is a few dimensions. I run ahead of time.
Fantastic, and after that
I run
directly,
ahead of time.
we go into the Mythic,
I run ahead of time.
Mythic Plus.
I run ahead of time.
I know it's a long cycle, but actually saves time.
It seems that your
Transcend.
understanding of speed is a few dimensions worse. It seems that your understanding of speed is I run ahead of
Transcend
time.
Plus. Almost there.
It seems that your understanding of speed is a
Transcend Plus Plus.
It seems that your understanding of speed is a It seems that your understanding of speed is a I run ahead of time.
And finally Immortal. So what that would do with going through all the awakened cycle is completed directly. Okay, so monthly wise we've done all the hero awakening. The arena is very straightforward, you just go and battle into the arena. Cyber bar scenarios, you'll just go to the cyber bar, get the quests that have the same star number, and that will actually fulfill it. So for cyber bar, let's add a couple of the lottery tickets that we have, or the arena tickets scenario. Okay, 1, 2, not the arena, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not getting really any stars that are worth the numbers we're looking for. Okay, so at this stage we're gonna have to refresh and then accept the quest with a better star number. We at least need 5 stars. So 1, 2, 3, 4, not still no. Another refresh. Okay, this one we can take, and the remaining ones we refresh again. So now we can take this, and this. Let's look at the chat. Okay, 2 remains. Let's refresh. Okay, we can take this one. Remains 1, and we're just gonna accept it this time. So that would be pretty much the cycle of you keep refreshing to try to get the quest stars that you want, and then maybe just add more. And again, you might get lucky with it just shows with a high star number from the beginning without you having to refresh it. Add some more, get some luck, accept some quests you don't want to accept because of the stars, and do 1 attempt at a refresh, hoping it will help, and then just accept whatever remains. The advanced ones are a little bit different. They can be with high cards, high stars from the beginning. So these ones, we're just gonna accept them as they are. No refresh for them. And voila, by doing that, hopefully a couple of days will be good to go cyberbar wise. We'll be looking also at the events currently on this week. So let's do our first scenario summoning of X10. Okay, then the faction summon X10. Okay, nothing. Okay, let's go at the alien mine and then circle back to the current week's events. So the alien mine is very simple. You just need to understand what the entire scenario is. It lasts 7 days and it is done twice in a month. So twice in a month, it will last each time the event 7 days. How can you unlock it? How can you open it? You need to beat xwar 1840. Before you keep asking on where and what, let's actually go to xwar and then let's find 18. Okay, and it tells you need to beat 1840. So this is one of the unlock conditions. You need to go beyond 1840 or at least beat it. So if you haven't done that, it's not gonna be open for you. The next thing is to participate and have at least 300 union activities in the past 7 days, and you're in the same union for more than 72 hours. How do you know something like this? You just go to your union. This number is the activity, by the way, sorry, union, and then you click on it again. It shows you your activity of the last 7 days, and it shows you the details of your activity level for today, and it also shows you how you can get more activity by completing any of these available in front of you across the game. So that's related to the activity level. Okay, back again to the conditions. You've been in the same union 72 hours, means you have not just joined it. It's been 3-4 days pretty much being in the same union. If you don't meet these conditions before the next cycle of the alien mine, you will not be able to join it. Very simple. Okay, so that's the joining conditions, the ones you care about the most. After that comes the guide pretty much. What are you supposed to do? Pretty much you have the pickup axe, and you're supposed to click on blocks like this. Keep on exploring. You'll find treasure eventually under one of the blocks, and you need to find these 3 big chests. Once you found it, and once you clear the pathway to the boss, you'll have a number of battles you can do to the boss. Just attack. It's normal battle. After all the battles for the boss have been defeated, it pretty much will take you onto the next floor. Very straightforward, very simple, and that's it actually. So the floors keep on piling up until the 10th floor, as you can see. So you and your union members need to actually beat the boss and all the fights, and then you will be starting off in a new floor. That's pretty much what happens, and it shows you monsters remaining 14 for this floor, and this is the rewards you'll be getting sorry, for actually beating the boss. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, in, out, in, out. For the auction scenario, it's very costly when it comes to participating with blue diamonds. You're bidding an amount to get this resource. Okay, it's gambling. It's a sort of gambling where if your bid is the highest, you will get the item, or pretty much if you have sufficient blue diamonds and you bid enough, you'll get it. So we're looking at 24k, that's the price cap, and the beginning of bidding is at 12k. What will happen? Someone will bid 12k, someone will do a bidding of 14, 15, 16. The highest one with the highest number will actually get the item. That's actually the bidding and the auction scenario that happens after every scenario of the alien mine. Hello, welcome to another weekly's twice in a month stream. So that's pretty much the auction house, and I don't think most players care about even participating because the price for the blue diamonds, that amount, I'm not gonna bid 12k to get an S plus hero. It's not worth it, and I don't have it anyway. I'm not gonna have it, and I'm not gonna do the effort even to get it. Now you might tell me, oh, maybe I will go for one of the below items for 4k. Do you really have 4,000 blue diamonds and you're gonna bid it, and there's always another player who will add more diamonds than you? He will do the price cap, just one go, and he will take the item. So this isn't even worth it that someone actually considers to try to bid on it. Maybe if you told me, oh yeah, maybe I'll take the advanced recost, maybe, okay, fine. But the rest, it's not really worth it, and you can get it in different parts of the game or in different events. So not really worth even trying to do the effort. Okay, so that pretty much summarizes the alien mine. There is nothing that much about it. It's that simple in terms of what you should do, in terms of its details. The only addition I think you might want to know, you need to fulfill these conditions and then you'll get this chest. What is this chest? This nice chest that we're gonna be looking at, if I can find it easily, is this one. It's the chest that gives you the ability to get one of the collections, and you need to select a faction before you even consume it or take it, before you take it pretty much. So I selected nature. Okay, so after you get it from the chest, you will go to a nature hero, you will go to collection, and then you'll equip it by infuse. No, sorry, by actually replace first or unequip, and then you're gonna equip the new item. Equip. Okay, so you equipped it. Now what you need to do is get 3 items of the same type. Pretty much there are different types. There's the Genesis dagger, the Chaos axe, and then the Undying symbol, the priest knot, and this one, the part. So you need 3 parts. Genesis dagger are gonna be 3, or Chaos axe are gonna be 3, filling number 2 and number 3, and then very simply you're gonna infuse, which is upgrade the level up until level 20. What will you need is pretty much these 2 items that you can see left and right as resources for upgrades. So what are you gonna be looking at once you finish all that? Something like this.
Not worth mentioning.
So that's a set of 3 for the priest's knot. It adds actually critical resistance, critical damage resistance, as you can see on the bottom. So that's pretty much what you have to do. That's it. And you need to upgrade it to level 20, and it's very expensive. You get some attack, you get some damage reduction, and attack by a percentage. That's pretty much what you will be gaining. And the priest's knot, each slot gives you something different. This one will give you HP, and the last one attack also like the first one. It's called the set of 3. So every set actually offers something different. This will increase armor penetration and attack. The Chaos Axe, the Priest Knot, increases critical resistance and critical damage resistance. The Undying Symbol increases damage immunity and HP. And the Genesis, critical and critical damage. So the Genesis dagger will actually match Toku as a better selection, but I wanted to increase her critical and critical damage. That's it. That's pretty much what you will be getting from that entire event. Other than this, those small pathetic looking chests that give you still an item, but it's at excellent or below, it is not worth it at all. This one, this isn't worth it, by the way. It's too weak and it's not gonna help you. And this is the Ether Core, and you get that directly from the alien mine. Okay, just so no one comes later asking where. You cannot get it anywhere other than here specifically, and this is the broken core. So all the resources you need just are from the alien mine. You cannot get it outside from anywhere in the game. Yeah, if you do have any questions, do jam them away. So that's pretty much a full explanation for the alien mine. Nothing that much that you need to worry about. Alright, let's have a look at how the dimensional battles is going. Going not so well. Okay, let's first butcher a player and take his slot to move across the map. Okay, and then the next one, 58. Looking nice. Ooh, he won. Let's try again with the 80. Okay, then to the next one, that's 134. Is he in full defender? 6 out of 6, so pretty much 6 attacks, if he cannot be beaten by 1 attack, are gonna be needed. Let's do a try. Yeah, he won. Now he actually needs about 5 attacks. I'm gonna take him out regardless, even with using different teams and attacking again and again. There's gonna be another 3 and remaining 2, and then he can be removed. So 1 from here, 1 from here, and now we just need to attack the fortress again, and we've taken it over. Okay, now we can actually try to attack the S1 fortress directly. All the stronger boys are here, but I think we do have a chance. Let's try. Okay, so these are the ones that remained. Let's try again. Okay, so we did manage to take it over. Then we're gonna move all our teams to happily join us in the S1 fortress. Nice. Now we can move across the game again and to the current events of the Stellar Treasure. Okay, let's first claim our dailies and then start the long and painful cycle of opening chests. Okay, let's first go with the big boys, the 3, and then the 6, the 37, okay, then the 110, at least we'll get a good chunk of gold. And let me speed you up because this cycle usually is too long. Alright, let's collect the chests we gain back and then open the 7, open the 7, open the 6, open the 6. Then collect the chests again, open the 4, open the 4, open the 3, and open the 4. And again the same cycle until we run out of chests. 3, 3, 2. Now it's gonna be less. 2, 1, 1, and then 2, and then the last, almost coming up to the end of the cycle. 1, 1, 1, and 1. Yeah, near the end of how long this cycle can take. Okay. Yeah, and that ends the first cycle of opening all the chests. That pretty much takes us to 2204 out of 3000 for the S Plus card. Can we get it? Is there a possibility? I don't think so, but one thing we can do is try to take the remaining chests that are already available here daily for exchange for blue diamonds, enter again, and open more. See how much we're gonna end today. Okay, so that takes us to 2268 out of 3000, which is not enough. After that, we have the Vault of Creation. Let's have a look at the quests. I did some of them earlier to speed us up. Okay, so this is exactly what remains from the quests, as you can see. Let's try to go to the forge and see, is there anything? Okay, after 6 minutes we can add more. Okay, we're gonna wait until we can actually gain another 1 point, and then we're gonna use an X10. So the next event is gonna be the Satari, and we go directly to the quests, and hopefully we've actually finished all of them. Okay, remains 1, win 5 battles in time travel. Let's click on go. So we don't have any energy to actually try again on time travel, so unfortunately it will be left for tomorrow. We need it to refresh and for us to have more energy to actually win. Okay, so for this one, let's take the 10 common summon scrolls and go directly in the skip. Select, of course, the chest of Uru. Make a wish. Oh, nice. 2000. Okay, and enter into the second cycle for the S Plus card. And let's see, how much do we have? 5000 plus blue diamonds. That's good. Then the summoning tower, and let's do our X10. So the first X10, second X10, and third X10. Nice. Remains 1, and again a lot of lousy heroes. Okay, fantastic. Now what we are going to do with those heroes is very simply select them like this and tell them bye bye, deconstruct, go away. Thank you for the 700. That 700 is the colorful essence, and we're gonna be utilizing that if we want to. Now we're gonna destroy a good portion of the relics, and then directly go to the shopping mall. And after we go to the shopping mall, the relic store, and let's see which hero should get a relic. Let's see, is there any specific hero we're working on that matches our current focus, at least? Let's see. No, not the ones we're focused on, but let's see when it comes to Mecha Valkyria. So Mecha Valkyria is fully complete. We did it the same way like this one. Getting relics. Not so much, not in a good condition anyway. Focus on it. Okay, let's see. I'll have to select a different hero. Okay, let's go for Lodi, and then let's actually open the chest so we can summon her relic. Alright, let's take this relic and let's give Elodie another relic. Okay, so 4 out of 9 currently, and it's time for us to actually break the 100 and get an S plus Red Boy Relic. Okay, it's summoning, and it's trash. Okay, congratulations to us, still a red relic. Alright, let's see which hero are we gonna give another blue boy, red boy for. For this one, let's actually give it to the forest avatar, Julia. Oh, sorry, forest dancer. Anyway, refine, and let's select the same relic we just got. Alright, so she is getting there, Julia, and remains 4. After those 4, she will be in the T1 full series. So that's good. So we're very close in finishing that scenario. We can upgrade the Miracle Dawn a little bit more, 1 or 2 levels, but we're gonna stop at that for now. And we need to take her exclusive to level 30 at least. We also need to get her some better gear for the Berserk, but it will take time, but we will get there. Anyway, let's see. We need to start with the first scenario of getting 1 6-star Berserk. Then we'll need another 3, so we're gonna take 1 for now. Okay, and put it on hold. We're gonna put it on hold. Then we need to finally select and decide to open these and see which hero are we gonna go for this time. The S relic scenario. Okay, let's have a look at our heroes, especially Thinker. 2 remain, so let's finish his scenario for once. Yes, they will die under your blade with courage. So 1 and then another. Then let's actually select another S plus card, and then let's actually select the following heroes. Obtain 18 exclusive relics. Oh yeah, I completed these relics. Houston, yeah, there is, okay, Houston is already done. Van Helsing, yeah, okay, fantastic, Van Helsing can. Next is going to be selecting between the King of Hell and Anna. Let's see the King of Hell in his situation. Not good after he gave everything. Yeah, not good after he gave everything to upgrade a different hero and given the awakening and all the relics. So he's pretty much screwed until he's awakened again. Alright, let's have a look at Anna. So she is missing a good chunk of relics. So better give it to Anna for now. Okay, so Anna's gonna be our next target for red boys. Next, we have a nice, very nice selection of heroes that we can select from. As you can see this. Let's check Mecha Valkyria. Mecha Valkyria is complete. And Storm Falcon relic-wise is complete. So that gives us a very nice option to go after other heroes. So for this one we can go, I guess, with Alpha Machina. Alright, next one we have 2 options, Thinker or Indira. Relic-wise, Indira can use some love to get to the T1 full set, so we're gonna go with Indira. So that's 1, and again that's 2, and again we go into the relics, and then let's actually upgrade it or refine it. So that's 1 upgrade, and then the second one, so there is hope of she's more powerful now. Remains the rest of the relics. Alright, now we need to add the ones we actually got. Yeah, these need to be upgraded. I've been ignoring that. Alright, so we have Anna. And we have Van Helsing. Let's find the one that's for Anna. Remains 2, and then she's good to go and goes into the T1 cycle. And then we have Van Helsing and the Van.
Want to kill the demon?
You must become the demon, right? Okay, Van. No. And no. And yes. So it's almost close in being a more powerful explosion. He'll get there. Okay, let's see. Did we add any of his relics that we got? No. No, we need to go to Rockefeller still. No. Yeah, we have a number of relics pretty much we need to actually utilize. Okay, it's this one. So 2 out of 9. Alright. Remains Rockefeller in the team of Let's Upgrade. Okay, so that's one refinement. And then the second refinement will take it to T1 all 9. He's accomplished T1 all 9, remains taking all the relics to level 60. Still in a better scenario than before, at least. So yeah, you can see how pretty much the game goes. It's gonna be exactly the same for every hero. Gather the relics, upgrade the relics, add the relics, upgrade it to level 60, and then you're good to go. Right, so we're gonna stop at that for now, and then see what else remains for us in our stream of gameplay. Okay, nothing there. The reincarnation treasure, we can finally remove the forge number 3 and add sanctuary methanol, and then see if it actually gives us another. Yeah, it does. So that's completed, and now we have 11, and now we can do the X10. Nice. Alright, so now that we have 100, we're going to unlock the second floor. So that's 30 out of 60. Yeah, I prefer the money. I prefer the money in the game. Okay, so now we are on the second floor. This time I think we'll try the Chronos Methanol exchange, and to get that to happen now, we're going to use the last one we have. And we're gonna go for the Chronos Methanol, and later we'll be able to add it to the forge and actually gain 1 point by doing that. You never know, we might be lucky and actually get some good treasure for anything, at least at this stage. Alright, so one of the things we're going to be doing is continuing on the cycle of let's upgrade our treasure, of course. One upgrade at least. And yeah, this is how we're doing now. We still need to take these 2 to the 6 stars. Chronos wise, still 2 additions they added, but we took it to level 60. Sanctuary is a bigger issue because it's very resource consuming, but we'll get there. We've upgraded almost the full set on the top. Level 60 remains the second. And the creation wise, we're doing much better, especially because of this. Once we have 50 pieces, we'll be able to summon a creation treasure piece selection, as you can see. So this is a fast road track in us being able to, well, get creation treasure in general. So we need 50 pieces, and where do you get that? From the alien mine. Other than that sweet thing, we get some treasure from here. Then we upgrade it and upgrade it again and again and get more treasure and keep on doing it until that pathetic number reaches the max, which is 39. As you can see, not that much in terms of progress, But yeah, we will eventually get there as time progresses, especially with the Alien Mine edition. So that actually does help. It does make a difference in how we can progress in the game. But the creation treasure is actually very fancy and very nice in heaven. Anyway, I think for this one, I'm gonna go for the Wheel of Time. 1 second. I'll read what you wrote. Let me just change this to the Wheel of Time before I forget. I think this is the Wheel of Time based on its shape. Let's check again. Yeah, it's this one. Can you use substitution? Can you use substitution cards? Can you show what is the minimum level substitution? Is it excellent or epic? What are the things which will be substituted? You're talking about the substitution when they did the event of pretty much take what your hero has, give it to another hero in terms of awakening and that type of stuff, right? That's pretty much the substitution scenario you're referring to. Yeah, more for me to even look at it, I'll need the event to be active currently so I can see it and explain it directly. But substitution in general, yeah, you do need an awakened hero, or it's not even worth it. You need a hero who's awakened at immortal. And what happens is exactly what happened to our nice boy here. Okay, thank you. Okay. So what happens when you substitute a hero for a place of another hero? You are going to be giving him the exclusive, the relics, the collection, the equipment, the gear, the stigmata. Pretty much you're stripping him into becoming an excellent copy of himself, and giving everything to a different hero. Once that's done, what you're gonna be getting is something that looks like this. Depends on the exclusive level also. You pretty much are stealing everything like this, and just giving it to a different hero, including the awakening, including the relics, and including the gems. All of this will go to the different hero you're selecting to receive all the substitution. So that's pretty much what happens. You steal all the resources, all the upgrades, and you're giving it from one hero to the other. That's it. The things that can be substituted, there is no limitation. It's going to take everything from one hero and then render him into an excellent copy, like the one you get when you're summoning, and give it to the other hero. In terms of hero selection, if that's something you actually need to know, what heroes can I use, it will stop you from using heroes that do not match it. You don't even need to think about that. It will stop you. It's not going to show the hero even for selection. So yeah, that's kind of what will happen, and this is why this boy... Right, okay. He was actually at Immortal, and he was above exclusive 20, and everything was taken and given to the Fairy of Music, I believe. The video is up on the channel. I'll link it later in one of the cards. You'll be able to watch how we substitute one hero for another. I think it's what either Jane or it was Storm Falcon. One of them received everything the King of Hell had. And that's the substitute. Pretty much the relics are changed into relics that match her. Something like this as a scenario. Hope that kind of answers the question, but I will link the video where we actually substituted a hero for a hero so you can actually see it. Anyway, moving on into what remains. Let's look at the resources we've acquired recently. Yes, 1-1. Let's open that. A nice 38. And this one, 628. Too many cards we should utilize at some point, but we'll get there. The Resonance Tuner to change the attribute of a T2. Okay, we had that from an event. No need to use it. And the Refractor Particle. You can reset mythic heroes by using it. Amazing. Okay, so there isn't something specific for us to actually use. Can I use my thinker for Laura? Yeah, probably yes. Probably yes. When you try to substitute, it will show you the applicable heroes in selection. So until you try it, there is no saying, but I believe yes, probably yes, you can. Anyway, let's open this 154. Sure, but Julia is still a work in progress, but we'll show her. And hold on as the game breaks from opening too many gem chests in one go. It will eventually come back after it opened. Yeah, opening the 100 plus plus breaks the game pretty much. System busy. Okay, finally it broke. Okay.
Come with the wind. Go with the wind.
Okay. As I was saying earlier, there's a number of defects. Specifically, I'm referring to this. Berserk needs to be at 6 stars. We're working on that. The exclusive needs to be upgraded. And earlier today, I upgraded all the 4 equipment. This is attack, critical, critical, and attack. This is pretty much the statuses: speed, critical, critical resistance, critical damage resistance, and so on. Another thing, she needs more specifically when it comes to the collection. I think the collection that will match her will be the Genesis Dagger, because she benefits from critical and critical damage. So the Genesis Dagger would be the perfect selection for Julia. For now, we're just sticking this temporary, the Chaos, for any attribute addition, for now. Relic wise, this is what we're looking at. We'll still have to take the remaining 4 to T1, and then we're good to go relic wise. It ends it. And she's using the Magical Dawn, or the Miracle Dawn, sorry. Miracle Dawn, and the direction of course is ticket level 30, but for now, when the wearer or their allies launch a basic attack, the wearer gains 1 stack of dawn damage, blah 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 blah. She will allow others, including herself, to gain critical damage by 10% for a turn. That's pretty much what it offers, the ability to increase the critical damage. So that's her.
I'll bring you down with me.
Laura wise, she's playing on broken armor, critical damage, critical, and skill damage. Is it the best selection? I would say not. Attack, critical, and broken armor. So skill damage specifically should be changed to a different attribute, and a number of these need to be actually recasted for better attributes. Specifically this specific one and this one, especially this one. So residence attribute, if we're actually going to use that specific thing I said we have, we can actually change it and utilize it to change her attribute into a different one. Again, she's not going to benefit from skill damage, so that was a very old and very wrong selection. The statuses are accurate in terms of attack, and critical and broken armor has a better selection. Attack, critical, and broken armor. So in looking at her statuses, critical 104, critical resistance, you can see it, and critical damage 113. Critical damage resistance is down, and the skill damage is at 87.5. Now broken armor increase may help, so that's not a bad selection. An attack also can help us, so let's actually just do it.
Whatever.
Let's try to do it. Okay, so either attack or broken armor. Let's go into attack. And voila, she loses power. Then we're gonna have to recast this, and we don't have any advanced recast, so we're stuck with the normal recast. It's like wishing for the unknown. Ranking B, I'm hoping we hit gold. And hello. I'm hoping we hit gold as a miracle and it actually gives us something good, but that's not gonna happen probably. Not really there. Not really there at all. So we're not gonna save it. And we're gonna have to wait to do an advanced recast to get something better for that specific gear. The boots. Other than this, now she's at attack. So yeah. Work in progress. Anyway, other than this, her stigmata currently is Thorn mixed with Sin to give a little bit of armor penetration, attack increase. Relics, all good. Gem, not all good. The gems need to be upgraded. Okay, they can be better. And this level needs to be taken to above the 120. Then she will be a stronger attacking boy. Same scenario, she needs a better opportunity to get another collection because the Undying the Undying symbol, it doesn't match her. It matches more support tank hero scenario that need high HP and damage immunity. What she will benefit from is the Priest Knot, for instance, increasing the critical resistance and critical damage resistance, or the Genesis Dagger, or even the Chaos Axe, depends on what attribute we're trying to go for. Other than all of that, Eternal Soul always matches her, and of course, when in doubt, the Hunter's Seth matches a lot of heroes also. Yeah, so that's her. Hello, your stigmata are level 4, but still Julia gave good damage. What is good for Laura and Julia? Is critical BA broken armor or skill damage? What's good for Julia and what's good for Laura? The thing the game did actually that's very beneficial and rests my mind instead of going to one of the old guides that are in PDFs. Yes, there is a lot of guides actually shared on this channel, PDF document. The statuses here, it actually tells you 3 main statuses, and it is correct actually. Attack, critical, and critical damage. Same scenario we'd use in selection for the attributes of the T2. Same scenario you would focus on when it comes to the stigmata, and same scenario you would use when it comes to the selection of gems. By that I mean if you click on it, attack and critical resistance, okay, critical damage resistance and critical resistance, critical damage and critical damage resistance, critical and critical damage resistance. So we can see she benefits from attack and critical damage. And based on that, you just make the same selection of the attributes that match the hero in everything.
Rise from the ashes.
Same scenario, but here it's gonna be attack, critical, and broken armor. So that's why we have broken armor here selected as T2, critical damage selected, critical selected, and attack again selected, and so on. So that's simply why we select a specific attribute. By the way, you need to take into account a lot of the power also comes from the reincarnation treasure. In terms of a buff of HP, attack, critical, broken armor, damage immunity, attack by a percentage, and attack by a fixed number, the force, the fixed HP, and so on comes from the treasure upgrade. It gives an overall power for every hero, including the leveling up of the Spiritus Linko. The more the Spirit Link is increased, the more all your heroes are going to be stronger, and you need to add them to the Spirit Link. Once you screwed up and have reached the maximum of heroes, you're gonna have to open another one by spending the good chunk of blue diamonds. And then, alright, now I can add another hero. Then that hero will jump automatically into becoming the thing we love, powered up to the current level. So yeah, this is what's gonna happen. So now, at the 515, our hero Nadia is doing, of course, much better with the level up, power up increase. Now let's actually try to find where she is and hiding, and I don't even remember which faction she's under. Yeah, the Superman.
Plain ships herald a world
Okay, as you can see, she has nothing, no upgrades. She's just at Epic Plus, and she's still playing in the 3 million standalone. Is it necessary to have T2 same attributes as T1 equipment? Has nothing to do with it. No, has nothing to do with it. The entire scenario is if you're gonna recast it.
Trial of justice.
Okay, thank you. If you're gonna recast it or advanced recast it, you need to figure out that there is actually attributes written here. You're trying to recast it to get a better ranking, and for these to actually match the hero you're using. That's it. And there is better rankings. They look red or they look shiny with an S plus or the max next to them. Something that's actually very good to actually see. Let's see if we can find it. No. Yeah. Having attributes 2 at the S plus or more, that's actually good attributes. Other than this, we just recast the T1 or T2 where it doesn't make a difference, just to get better attributes. Okay. If you're trying to say, does the attributes need to be exactly like the ones that the hero needs? It doesn't. It doesn't at all. That's not gonna benefit the hero that much.
Not worth mentioning.
It's not gonna benefit the hero that much. For instance, I added skill damage for Toku, right? She doesn't need skill damage. She needs critical damage and broken armor. But still, I went against that and added skill damage. Why? Because as soon as she's gonna launch her special attack, I wanted to do a good chunk of damage. So there is some focus on the skill damage being increased. Too much and unnecessarily, but I did what I wanted anyway. So skill damage is at 61%. Critical damage resistance 105. Critical damage 62. And the critical resistance, weak, pathetic, 54.9. Still, she is one of the strongest heroes available that I'm using actually. So no, you don't need to follow it to the letter, but it does make a difference. Anyway, moving on to other areas just to showcase it, since we're coming close to the end of our stream. And of course the game is a little wacky. Okay, so it doesn't want to open it. Alright, that's fine. Anyway, the thing I wanted to tell you that's coming your way is we recently have finished Demise. Yeah, and we're gonna go into Annihilation. We probably need to power up before doing that. But the main point is, when it comes to Demise, we actually were able to finish some pretty much, some very hardcore battles. And we won in the Demise, finally, which is good. Anyway, let's skip this battle. And let's see how far we can go in Annihilation. Toku's taking too much damage. It's fine. So that's Annihilation 4. Toku's gonna die soon. We might want to remove her and add our nice Thinker Boy. Oof. Only 2 remained. That's not good. Okay, let's actually add some of our heroes. It just keeps getting worse and worse. We need to power up. Okay. And there it is. That's as far as we can go before we actually get fully annihilated and killed, and need to actually try reconsider different set of heroes or a new team. Yep, too hard. Anyway, so Annihilation 6 is as far as we got for a first attempt, which is still not bad. Not bad at all. So Demise is gonna be on the channel very very soon, where you will be able to see how we beat the Van Helsing group and the Darkness 3 sets group and the 3 sets of Lura, and I don't remember if there was a collection of Zeus or a collection of Light, but it was one of the worst battles you can actually watch with 3 explosion Van Helsings. Yeah, that's gonna be soon on the channel. It's already getting ready to be shared. Hello, good evening, Kai. Joining late, I see. Busy. That's good. Anyway, when it comes to the xwar progress, we finally finished the Demon Bridge, and we're currently at Dante's Inferno. So the Dante's Inferno is gonna be another cycle of battle me, kill me, 40 stages as usual. And the top is currently reaching as hero level up 578. Currently we are happily playing at 515, and we need to level up much more in preparation to what's coming. So start off with 560. Wow, so far xwar. No, not really. You've done much better. Anyway, as soon as you reach this, it's time to actually start using a 4th lineup. And the game will keep on adding lineups until miraculously you've reached 6 lineups. You are welcome. At this specific stage of 4 battles with 6 heroes in each team, now it's getting the hardcore version. See this? You pretty much will need to beat every single battle to actually progress. So as you progress into the Hell's Corridor, the Death Swamp, and then the City of Chains, and then eventually, after all of that, you will be at the max of what the game can offer you in damage and destruction at 46 City of Chains. I guess that's as far as the game goes for now. 6 teams. Now you're at 4. Congratulations, it will be time to 6 teams. At this stage, you need another spaceship, and you would be good to go. You'll need more heroes build up and are really strong to last in battle. Anyway, while we're still here, let's actually do the last upgrade for the 150, and then just remains the side ones. These taken to level 40, level 40, and then finally, after spending all that time, 150, yes, we finished the Thunder fully. Will remain the Temporal Blade, and then the Mechanical Queen will be the last ship we need to actually upgrade to the max, and then all the ships will be finally maxed out. Then we can be very happy and never have to think about the ships, and start going back to the home base, upgrading that specifically. And again, the game will keep giving you different attempts to just keep on upgrading until you die playing. Anyway, yeah, let's open this. Let's see if we have anything we can open to end the cycle for now. No. Yeah, we can open this. Nothing really. Anyway, let's add the direction of seeking help. 140, yeah. Ooh, that's a good one. I always like when this shows the 2200 blue boys for collection. Okay, and that is pretty much everything you would keep on expecting happening in the game. Yep, yes. Anyway, as you can see, the game also has an event calendar that should help you to know when the event will start and when it will end, and then you can click on next if they actually have added it or not. It should show you what's actually coming or what's available, but until they add it, it's gonna be just stuck on here, pretty much where we're currently at. Alright guys, before we log off, end off the stream, if you have any questions, do let me know. Well, for now, also they haven't added anything for the space discovery. And yeah, the game is pretty much the same. No additions. Okay. The 100 vibranium ore. Right, if you have any questions, do let me know before we end the cycle of the stream.
My superpower?
Why are you missing one thing? What happened? I take this for now. Let's look at time.
Erase all the timeline about you.
Yeah, we need one lost awakened skill for a complete set of awakening.
Sin and despair.
Level 20. Okay.
You should be
Level
glad
22. Exclusive. How about Elodie?
I can freeze
Level
time.
20. Yes. It's astonishing. You take a long time just to awaken them.
Super aiming is
Level 20 and missing one. Okay. Gunnable.
More superpower.
Level 20. Exclusive.
I will summon the
Pierre at the level 30. Okay.
Win.
Level 27.
We are
Level 20.
Be careful.
Level
Get
20. Okay. How about
voices, not yet.
level 20?
Under the turbulent sky, I befall lightning.
Oh yeah, immortal. Time. Yeah, got you. Okay, how about
Death's incarnation.
the Baron? Level 20 also. Yeah, we're not finding that much that hasn't been taken to level 20. Because the entire cycle is you need to take each and every hero at some point, upgrade it to the level 20. I think this is where we should be starting. Yeah. Now that we have enough vibranium ore and more, we can actually take Rex Boy to level 20. And have another hero at exclusive 20. 17, 18, 19, and then 20. Okay, so now he's doing much better. Yes, your favorite hero Rex, despite you feel he's useless.
I am death.
Level 20 also.
Under the
Okay, let's see who remains of the cycle. Pony?
For
Yep,
the sake of the peace,
again
I'll keep trying.
to the level 20 you go. It's like a dumpster. Yeah, but that dumpster you're gonna be needing him for team 5 and team number 6 in the game. Because there isn't enough tanks. There's enough support to drown the entire game. Support heroes. But DPS? No. Tanks? No. Not enough. 19 and then level 20. Great. And now that the heroes have been more upgraded and there's
Awake. Soul
even you got to level 20. Yeah, now that more heroes are upgraded, and this needs actually to be upgraded to the max, at least as much as we can for now. Where your ex hero? Which ex hero? Which axe? Is there a specific hero that holds an axe? There's one that holds a broom or a stick. Yeah, okay, the Great Sage. And the tech. Let's see. Okay, so we're in the tech. Yes, this is pretty much what we have. Oh, you're referring to Magnar. That's a hammer, by the way, not an axe. That's not an axe. Okay. Yeah, but if it's Magnar, that's not actually an axe. Yes. I figured that out. It looks like something similar, but it's not an axe. It's not. Magnar is holding a hammer, like the Hammer of Thorn. If you look carefully, you'll see that that's not actually an axe. Especially with this image, if you look at it and this image, he's holding a hammer domain. So yeah, unfortunately we don't get an axe. Unfortunately, epic heroes, cheer as much as you can. Anyway, as usual, the game will give you nice resources like this, and best of luck. And I don't know why this survived, but if we open it, it will actually just turn into gold probably. So what we're gonna do is be nasty and just keep it. Fine, not X, but his tank hero. Yeah, but he'll be slashed as fast as possible if you put him in number 1. But yeah, he can work. Yeah, he's worth attempting to be used. Anyway, let's open the 4 supreme chests so we can cry. Amazing, look at that. The no hope.
My Kinley, the cutest girl in the world.
Anyway, we need to still take Mecha Valkyria to level 30. Yes, unfortunately. And here's the sad part. The sad part is you can only use it for the Divine Will artifacts. And the remaining ones aren't really on my scope of top priority to even upgrade or take them to the max. In any case, we did go for the glorious clown, not crown, glorious clown, increased damage, critical damage resistance. So this one you can only give it to a hero who's support or a tank. That's it, pretty much. You're gonna give it to Thinker, you're gonna give it to Agus, something like this. Anyway, let's give him the glorious clown. Not crown, glorious clown. Oh, look at that. Oh, he has an increase in critical damage resistance. Oh my god, let's increase it. Oh, look at that. He gains HP and critical resistance more. HP and critical resistance. Now he's still weak and still pathetic and still requires 1 activated skill and a number of upgrades and fixes. As you can see, he's in a mess. Why? Because it's not a priority. Anyway, guys, before we end off, if you do have anything you'd like to ask, I don't find it amazing, but thank you. Before we end off, if you have anything you'd like to ask, go for it. Other than this, you can always type it in the comments, because apparently the game and the entire stream is dying slowly. Yeah, go for it, Bill Magnar. Yeah, if only we had the money in the game, that's what I mean, and the time. And awakened. He needs to be awakened first also. Magnar needs to be awakened at least until Mythic, and then we can actually start to build him. Aside from that, is he added in the first place in the Spiritus Link station? I don't think so. It's part of the problem here. Yeah, he's not added in the first place to the Spiritus Link. So in a situation like this, when this happens and you're jammed with, there is no slot, you're gonna have to remove a hero, and you're gonna have to wait for 24 hours for the cooling period, and then we can add Magnar here in this specific slot. And you can always spend 200 to refresh it. Let's just do it, speed up. Then we can add him. Now he goes into the high level, 515. Amazing. Still remains the selection of attributes, the scenario of giving him an artifact and giving him much more than that in terms of he still needs relics, he still needs the collection. Pretty much there is no point of even trying now until he's awakened. He's too far gone currently. But yeah, that is how you would actually jam him. Anyway, if you've never actually witnessed this point of the development guide, you can always click on here to actually see it. Maybe you'll feel better about the game. You never know. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this short but very sweet gameplay as usual. Epic heroes, kill animals as much as you can. Kill every hero slowly. I'm joking. I wouldn't even take it as an attempt for a scam. I would take it as something useless. Okay, congratulations. Your hero, okay, S+, is unmatched. Your artifacts, stigmata, relics, and treasure and gems and exclusive faction, Union Tech, Spaceship, and Star Tech is unmatched. Really? Let's go and see what the unmatched actually looks like. Look at that. This is the unmatched. By the way, you can click on this if you've ever wanted to do a comparison of your account versus another account, but it has to be on the same server. It will show you the hero comparison, equipment comparison, the stigmata comparison, okay, exclusive equipment comparison, the gem comparison, the relics comparison, artifacts, treasure comparison. I suck in the force here. The Union Tech comparison and the Star Tech comparison. Compare DD length. Is there a player named that? Or you mean something external, Mr. Kai? You mean something outside of the game? Anyway, see, this is the unstoppable. This is what we actually need to see more of, and we enjoy seeing. Broken armor. Broken blade. At the start of battle, damage dealt increases by 30%. Every attack took increases, including the basic attack, the active skill, blah blah blah. It will give you a grant of stacks, and then you can actually deal more damage. So this is actually what you want from a hero to look like this. And he also has given the hero the skin, and he gave him the Genesis dagger. Why? Because it increases the critical and critical damage. So this is actually what we need to be looking at. Something like this, beautiful, shiny. And this is because he's a savage. The hunter's Seth maxed out. So this hero alone, he can do an immense amount of damage. Aside from that, look at that. He loves him so much to the degree he gave him the T3, which is only by buying, actually. You need to buy it. Anyway, as we can see, the amazing scenarios, Alright guys, thank you so much, and definitely we will see you in the next stream after 2 weeks from now. If you have any questions about something in the game and anything pretty much you want to ask at this stage related to the game or not related to the game, leave it in the comment section or on any of the channel's videos. Definitely I'll get back to you. And yes, the T3 is expensive. Alright guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and hopefully this stream will have any questions that you felt like I wanted to know how it is actually done in the game. Alright, thank you and have a great day ahead, and we'll see you after 2 weeks when it comes to the live streams. Other than this, the regular videos carry on. Alright, bye guys.